Good morning, everybody. It's Graham once again from Unearthed. Another episode of Detecting Talk, and stick with this one because there's a lot crammed in. We're going to see if we can get through it in around about 10 to 12 minutes. If it goes over that, so be it. I think you'll find it extremely useful. We are going to show some new accessories again, but it's always nice to show new accessories because I know you wonderful people out there love to look at new equipment, detecting related equipment, and it's going to continue I think throughout the year, so keep watching this channel for updates on new gear, accessories and detectors, which is all good fun. First and foremost, I've got to put this to bed quite quickly. I'm getting a lot of messages asking me my opinion on the Institute of Detecting, or whatever it's called. There's lots of arguing going on behind the scenes, there's a lot of raging going on, there's for and against, all that kind of thing. My stance on it is Unearthed will always stick with the NCMD. You know, why try to change something that's not broken? It's not for me. Maybe because I'm a detectorist, and I've been a detectorist a damn sight longer than most people out there, believe it or not. And I think the NCMD do a fantastic job. They could improve in parts, of course, but you know, I don't think there's any room for changes, legislation, or anything that might lead to that area of darkness, as I call it. It's a hobby, it's a pastime. Leave it alone, let people enjoy it. Don't start trying to impose people's opinions and ideals onto average everyday detectorists like my good self. We don't want change in so much as you know, all these training courses and things that are going to, you know, line the pockets of individuals, shall we say. I'm not interested in it. NCMD does a fine job for me. I'm sticking with the NCMD. Unearthed UK is a supporter of the NCMD, as is the Detectorist magazine. What other dealers and other magazines do, and if they want to jump into bed with other people, that's fine. That's completely their opinion and their decision. I'm happy at that, but just to put it on record, Unearthed UK is quite happy to continue to work in partnership with the NCMD. That's that finished. Right, in the middle of this episode of Detecting Talk, I'm going to show a small 5-minute video by a lady called the Mudface Girl on Instagram. You can follow Mudface Girl on Instagram. She's kindly sent me a very interesting film for you to watch, especially the new people coming into the hobby, how to get the best out of photographing your finds, which I think you'll find extremely interesting. So halfway through this film, we're going to watch that, and I hope you get a lot out of it, a lot of information. These are really good interactive short films that we're going to start doing leading on into the future. So without further ado, what I'm going to do before that is move on to some new accessories that we've just got out on the market. These are going to be available on the Unearthed website in probably about a week or so's time. So I'm just going to knock this off, and I'm going to take you over to the table to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right, you wonderful people, as you can see, these are the detecting signs, or plaques, or wall plaques as we call them. These are quite a big, you can see my hands are quite a big hand, but if you look at them wall plaques, they are quite a decent size. This one is I would rather be detecting, and it's got a picture of a lovely gold hammered in some soil. That's the one I found as well, believe it or not, luckily. And the Unearthed logo underneath. And obviously you've got string to attach it to a wall, a garden shed, or whatever you want to attach it to. And there it is. So I think you'll find that of interest. The next one is a little bit more different than the last one. This is all based around the Equinox. So I can handle the power, Equinox 800, and the logo of the Unearthed underneath that. These are obviously for the fans of the Equinox 800. These may be available soon as a giveaway prize, so watch this space. And I think a lot of you will find them quite useful. So you've seen them here first, exclusive to Unearthed UK. You can guarantee and bet your bottom dollar that somebody will try copying it, but let them try. It's under copyright anyway, as we're talking about these wall plaques, that one in particular. So there you go, interesting stuff. I know there's been people putting certain ones out there already, which is fine, but these have got the Unearthed logo on and can't be copied. there you go, they'll be available soon, so watch this space. Now we're going to go back to detecting talk, so bear with me. So have a look at them, everybody. I think you'll quite enjoy, some people quite enjoy them wall plaques and them signs, the detecting signs. There's going to be many more linked to different machines, so we're going to have some for the T2, and we may have some for the G2 Plus, we may have some for the Nocta Simplex and the Amphibio and other machines like that, maybe the Cruiser, different machines, you know, Vanquish, you name it. So watch out for them very soon. Now we're going to move on. Issei is taking a deep breath. We're going to move on to the Mudface Girls video film of how to photograph your finds. So give this a watch. Let me know at the end of this film how you found it, because these are going to be a moving forward interaction, you know, specialized type films that are going to come out in the next few months. So this is the very first one. So give this a watch.
2, 1, go.
This is a beginner's guide for photographing metal detecting finds whilst asking for an ID on the groups. And this is with a standard telephone camera, not some fancy high-tech camera. So we are, first example, are photographing a silver Dinari. And we have the coin on a white background. We'll then move it to a black background and then onto a blue background. And this is just to show you how the different colour backgrounds can affect how the find looks. So that was a photo on the white. We're now going to move to photo on the black and then onto the blue. So we are photographing it with elbows resting on a desk or on a surface to stop any wobble. The coin is well lit and it is resting up against the edge of a ruler to show scale. So that was the 3 photos. I'm now going to show you stills of how those photos look. So on the white background, you're going to notice that the coin appears quite dark and the lettering and hair details aren't quite as crisp. But yet with the same lighting conditions on the back background, you'll notice how the details just look a lot more sharper. Likewise on a blue background, the coin is very clear and crisp to read with a ruler clear in shot. So once you have your photographs, you need to crop them. So every phone will have a basic edit, and if you go into the edit program, you'll see a crop, which is normally a little square with an arrow. So take the bottom corner of your picture and eliminate everything in shot that's not necessary to the picture. So we've just taken out that blue left-hand side. Now from the top right corner, we're now going to take out that white bit of paper, and we are just left with the find and the ruler, and save that image. So I'm now going to show you the difference of the photo before it was cropped and after it was cropped. So this is the same photo. Here it is before cropped. A large amount of that screen is not actually showing the find, it's showing information that's not relevant. The blue and the white backgrounds and the foreground of the ruler, the forefront of the ruler. And now the same photo cropped, eliminating all the picture that we don't need, which makes the coin itself appear a lot bigger. Right, so now we have a dark item here. Here we're using a artillery cap badge. So steady your elbows, rest them on a hard surface. Just the slightest wobble or tremor in your hand, when somebody then goes to zoom in on the find, any little wobble will show as a blur on the photo. So that was a photo on the blue, a photo on the black. And you'll probably notice instantly as you look through the camera here on the phone how much darker the cap badge looks. So here are the photos. So on the blue, if you're looking at the lettering on the scroll or above the wheel, if you were to zoom in, again on the black, the lettering would be quite crisp and clear. The moment it's on a white background, the image looks darker and it's casting more shadows. Often people post a photo asking for a find while they're still in the kitchen. They've just washed their find and they have the find in their hand, and they might wander away from the kitchen sink, and the photo will show an awful lot of things going on in the background, a bit like this: a foot, a piece of furniture. Sometimes we've seen dog bowls full of food or a washing machine. This is never going to make a good picture to ID. So take your time, rest the find, make sure it's well lit, something to scale, because we don't always know how big somebody's hand is. And if you're asking for people to help you ID your finds, by giving them a decent photo in the first place to look at will help them ID the find. I hope this helps.
Right, I don't know how you found that, but I found it very interesting, very interactive, and especially for the new people that want to make the best out of their photographing their finds and their discoveries, coins and artifacts. That has got to be invaluable. So I really do hope that you enjoyed watching that particular film. A big thank you also, while we're on here today, a big thank you for all the well wishes for Melanie's recovery. You know, she's quite a lot of you probably already know how she's had an operation in one of the Cumbrian hospitals, and she's on the road to recovery. She's in isolation at the moment, so she can't really get out and about for a while, a good few weeks in fact, actually. And then there's a little bit more treatment to come after that, and then hopefully by the time the spring weather is upon us, she'll be out and about and causing me no end of earache and mischief, if I can put it that way politely. But you know, she's got a good nurse with me. Not. So make of that what you will. Also, I say this with a bit of a wry smile. I got quite a few strange messages on this channel just recently. One in particular stood out. I mean, I just usually ignore the troll-like comments that we sometimes get on social media. But you've got to remember, everybody's different. I mean, you know, what people perceive to be behind a camera and a keyboard are completely different in real life. Usually they don't say boo to a goose, but behind a keyboard or a phone, they get rather aggressive and rather nasty and rather brave, of course. Bravery only stands you in good stead when you're behind a camera or a keyboard. It certainly doesn't help when you're face to face with somebody. But hey ho, that's the weird world that we live in. And I guess, you know, some of these people will have a lot of soul searching to do one day, I guess. But anyway, one stood out which was very interesting about this channel. Now, his words were, "Why are you promoting your shop? Why are you promoting your shop and business on this channel, and at the same time trying to get subscribers to it?" So, usually I just ignore them, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to just give him a little bit of a reply. And so I'll tell you what I'll do next time, because it's an Unearthed channel linked to Unearthed as a business. This whole idea of having this YouTube channel is to give information, advice and guidance, and show people new accessories and detectors that are coming on the market, and to help our customers, our growing customer base, to see what's out there. So what I might do then for this particular gentleman, we'll call him the Frog because that was part of his name, I'll just turn the video on one day and I'll just sit here with my arms folded, just smiling. And I wonder if that would suit him more than me talking or giving advice and guidance out on this channel. I don't know. But I found it very strange that he thought that this channel shouldn't be plugging Unearthed, even though Unearthed own it and run it. Or it shouldn't be giving advice and looking for people to subscribe to the channel. Now, I looked on his channel, he had 12 subscribers. So whether or not he was a little bit sort of put out about that, but there's been a growing number of comments on social media about people growing their, you know, platforms or whatever you want to say. But it's all part of getting the message out there to people. I don't know a single business linked to detecting that doesn't use social media, so why should Unearthed be any different? an absolutely crazy, ludicrous comment to make. I really did find it funny. But then again, we had a similar one a few months ago saying, this Unearthed channel is just like a shopping channel on Sky. Well, okay, well that's the whole reason for having this, is to show people, like I said earlier, bits and pieces that are coming out onto the market. You know, you just don't want me sitting here going, okay, what should we talk about next? It's not about that. So, he says with a deep breath, if you don't like it, and you don't like what I say and promote and talk about or whatever, please don't comment, please don't watch it and go elsewhere, because there's plenty of other idiots out there that are willing to maybe, you know, promote themselves in a different manner or a different way, or maybe in tune with these troll-like creatures that are out there, and they may get on better. You know, birds of a feather stick together, as they say, and it certainly does in this hobby. So there you go. I thought I'd just pitch that in at the end of this film. But thanks for watching. I hope you found that really interesting, and watch out for the next one, which is going to be coming in about 5 days' time. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.